Hey guys, it's Chris again. I just wanted to do a blog and give you guys some background information after I did my intro the other week. Um, yeah, so I said that I was 26 and I decided that I was going to transition when I was 23. So I just wanted to say a bit about what happened after I decided when I was 23. So basically, I'd always wanted to have kids. Like I'd always known that I wanted to have kids, but I just knew that I didn't want to give birth to them. So I wanted to freeze my eggs. So when I decided to transition, basically the first move for me was getting those eggs out of me and getting them frozen. I met up with the FTM guy, like a fair bit older, and he'd said to me that people had gone on hormones and then gone off them wanting to have kids, and sometimes the kids have ended up with like Down syndrome and stuff. So I really wanted to avoid that sort of situation happening, um, and thought it would be better if I do it pre-T. So that's what I did. So my girlfriend and I saved 10,000 Australian dollars, and I did 2 cycles of the egg treatment. And basically, I would get an injection, and it was sort of like estrogen this injection, which wasn't good because it was giving me all the emotions and stuff that I was wanting the opposite end of the scale of. So that wasn't really very good at all. But like I was trying to look at like the bigger picture with that and see the benefits of what I'd be able to have hopefully in the future with that. So my girlfriend and I did that first off, and then after that, when the eggs were frozen, we'd already spoken pre-T as well about going overseas, and I'd agreed that we would stick to that plan. So while we were saving money to travel for 3 months overseas in the UK and in Europe, my psychiatrist didn't want to give me any hormones because she was saying that I could have problems not getting in and out of the countries. Basically, people wouldn't believe me, that, my gender and all that stuff. So um, to avoid those complications, she said that she wasn't really prepared to give me the hormones. So that was frustrating. But yeah, I would try and do what I could pre-T just to be able to pass. I would try and go to the gym a lot. I sort of felt like I was chasing my tail with that because I try and put muscle on, and it wouldn't go on. Like I would look at the other guys and it just wasn't going on my body, even though I'd work real hard for it. Um, but I would try. Like I'd still try and dress as best as I could to fit all that, which I think is sort of bad in a way because you you sort of can sometimes stop being parts of who you are just so you can pass. And I know I did that. Like I definitely did that. Um, and I stopped talking so much because people could tell as soon as I'd open my mouth that I was a girl. So um, I hated that. I avoided talking at the best of times. So yeah, basically that's what happened. And then we went overseas, and spent 3 months over there. And then we came back, and I got a full-time job, and ended up changing psychiatrists. There was a couple of changes with the gender clinic in Melbourne, so ended up getting a new psych, and he started me off on Sussman 100 milligrams injection once every 3 weeks, and that's in the butt. So um, I had to go to a GP to do that every 3 weeks, and um, I did that for about 3 months, and then I went up to the 250 Sussman, and that was also every 3 weeks. And then after about 6 months all up, I've been on the sustenance. I think it was about that, anyways. I started Leandra on 1,000 milligrams. So for the guys that I think it's a bit different in the US, but for the Reandron, I had an injection, and then 6 weeks later, I have another one, and then 12 weeks later, and then 18. I've only had a couple of them, though, so I haven't gotten past that point yet. And just a bit about the differences between sustenance and Leandron. The sustenance, the first 2 weeks, a lot of the changes they sort of like skyrocket pretty high, and then in the third week they sort of drop pretty low. Um, but with the Reandron, it's like a sort of steady climb that's slower to kick in than Sussman, but it doesn't drop pretty much. So it's a lot more stable, especially like emotionally for you as well. So, um, but physically as well. Like my voice would go, like a little bit deeper in the first 2 weeks, and then in the third week would like drop again. So, I did that for months. Like did that for a long time, and it was only since I got on the Leandron that my monthlies went entirely. So that was pretty frustrating, like using the male toilets and having those sort of dramas going on for like 6 months. I was like, Jesus, when's he's going to stop? So anyway, that was really, really good to get that out of the way. And yeah, so that's pretty much it from what I wanted to say about my background. So yeah, pretty much I was 23 and had the eggs frozen first, then went overseas for a bit, then came back, started the Sussman, and then went on to the Reandron, and yeah, now I'm 10.5 months on tea, and that's where I'm at now. So I'm still, I still haven't had my chest surgery yet. I use tape, like I'm pretty lucky because I go to the gym and I was pretty small anyway, but my body fat is definitely changing my body, so it's definitely helped. I pretty much use this, I got this from another guy that I watch his videos. If you're like really small, like A size, instead of binding and stuff, it might work for you. It did for me, it does for me. You can get like duct tape, but duct tape can be pretty sensitive for your skin, like I don't know, some sort of tape from the chemist, that's what I get. And yeah, I get like a square piece, probably about that big or something. Very square, sorry guys. And I put that pretty much like, yeah, just like around my nipples on each side, and it just tapes them down, and it's like, yeah, flat as, like you can not have anything around your back and pulling and strapping on you and stuff. It's so much better. Um, so yeah, give it a shot if you're really small. Hopefully it'll work for you, because yeah, it did for me, and it was so good. Anyway, so yeah, I've got to wait till like August to get my top surgery, which I'm stoked about. But yeah, another 5 months. It's been, yeah, nearly 2 months to get on T, and now this long to get chest surgery. But it's, sometimes just got to be patient, I guess, with this stuff. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to do another video about my physical and mental changes since starting T over the last 10.5 months. But yeah, that's about it for now, guys. So look, if you've got any questions about, like, I know some guys have some questions about like eggs being frozen and the different medications and stuff, especially in Melbourne and or Australia, then feel free to hit me up if you've got any questions. Yeah, let me know. Cool. Alright guys, well, I hope you're all well, and I'll chat with you soon. Take care. Bye.